Hello everyone, I am Deepak Aklecha, currently pursuing Masters of Technology in Information Technology from International Institute of Professional Studies, Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore. This video has been created as a part of my Advanced Java subject assignment under the guidance of Dr. Nitin Nagar sir. In this video, I am going to discuss about transaction processing and stored procedures in Java, which is subtopic of JDBC. This is what I am going to cover in this video. First, we will see about transaction processing. What is transaction processing in Java and what are the advantages of transaction processing? And we will see methods which is required to manage transaction, and at the end we will see example of transaction management in JDBC. Another topic I am going to cover in this video is stored procedure. In it we will see about stored procedure, what are the difference between stored procedures and functions, and we will see about callable statement interface, and at the end we will see how to call stored procedure using JDBC. Transaction processing. It enables you to control if and when changes are applied to the database. It is a single unit of work, and to enable manual transaction support instead of auto commit mode, we can use set auto commit method of connection object. Transaction processing. ACID property describes the transaction management well. ACID stands for atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Atomicity means either all successful or none. Consistency ensures bringing the database from one consistent state to another consistent state. Isolation ensures that transaction is isolated from the other transaction. Durability means once a transaction has been committed, it will remain committed even in the occurrence of errors or power loss. Transaction processing in Java application. Transaction begins and commit or rollback, begin, commit, and rollback method on the session object. Application can also work in auto commit mode, in which session automatically begins and commits a transaction whenever an operation runs on the map. Auto commit mode is a slower option if we are creating a batch of multiple operations into a single transaction. And for transactions that contain only one operation, auto commit is the faster option. When our application is finished with the session, we can use session.close method to close the session. Advantages of transaction processing. It makes the performance fast because database is hit at the time of commit. 3 reasons why you want to turn off the auto commit: to increase performance, to maintain the integrity of business processes, and to use distributed transaction. Methods to manage transaction. In JDBC, connection interface provides 3 methods to manage transaction: set auto commit, commit, rollback. Set auto commit. By default it is true, means each transaction is committed by default, and we can also set it as false. Commit method. Commit method is used to commit the transaction, and rollback method is used to cancel the transaction. If we use commit, then transaction will be succeed, and if we roll back, transaction will be failed. Example of transaction management in JDBC. First, we will make connection with Oracle driver, and we have set auto commit as a false. It means it will not commit automatically, and we have inserted 2 rows in the database, and after that we have called commit method to commit the transaction. Here we will see use of rollback method. Here we are assuming a valid connection object con on which we are calling set auto commit method, and in the argument we are passing false. It means it will not commit automatically. After that we have created a statement, and we have set save point by using set save point method. After that we are executing 2 SQL queries. If there is no error, then commit method will commit the changes, but in case of any error, it will call rollback method, and it will roll back to the save point 1. So in this case we have error in a SQL query, then none of the above insert statement would success and everything would be rolled back. Stored procedures. By using stored procedure, we can implement business logic at server level and can improve application performance, scalability, and security. Stored procedures are Java methods published to SQL and stored in the database for general use. When called by client application, a stored procedure can accept arguments, reference Java classes, and return Java results value. Here we can see that higher EMP is stored procedure and we can call it from any database applications like we call functions in C. Difference between stored procedures and function. Stored procedure is used to perform business logic and function is used to perform calculation. Stored procedure must not have the return type. Function must have return type. It may return 0 or more values. Function may return only one value. We can call functions from the procedure, but procedure cannot be called from function. Procedure supports input and output parameters. Function supports only input parameter. Exception handling using try and catch block can be used in stored procedure. Exception handling using try and catch block can't be used in user-defined function. Java Callable Statement Interface. Callable statement interface is used to call stored procedure and functions. We use prepare call method of connection interface which return instance of callable statement. This is the syntax of prepare call. In the argument we are calling a procedure. This is how we can create a stored procedure. In this example we have created a procedure whose name is insert R, and by using these we are inserting values into table user420. We are passing two arguments in it. First is ID and second is name. So in this example we are going to call the stored procedure insert R that receives ID and name as a parameter and insert it into the table user420. So first we will make connection with Oracle driver and we are calling prepare call method which will return an object of callable statement. Inside it we are calling insert R stored procedure which will accept two arguments. First argument will be of integer type and second argument will be of string type. When execute statement will be called, this data will be inserted into the database.